Hey, I just shrunk my head. Hey, welcome back. It's Mrs. Golding. And we are on part two of problem, so math packet page 14. And it's the only problem on that page. We have already created our histogram based on the information that we were given. And so we're going to continue to analyze that histogram. And we're going to answer the questions that are in your packet. Okay, we've talked about skewness. We've talked about standard deviation. Kurtosis is just talking about how thick the tails are. So they're not particularly they're not really a factor here. The tails are at the either side of the data, right? So I guess we would consider that a light tail instead of a heavy tail. Okay, so the first question says, describe the center of the head circumference and explain how you determined your answer. Okay, in this case, center could mean a few things. First is mean or average, and that is given very nicely here. Approximately 564 millimeters is the center, meaning the mean. Okay, now if we were to figure out the median, we would find the center piece of data. Now, as I said, there were 39 observations in our data. And so the center would be half of that. Half of 39 is 19 and a half. And so if I find in my list, and it works better in your packet, to count, since they're in order from least to greatest, I'm just going to count to the 19th piece of data. And I believe it's 563. The next piece of data is 563 also. So our median right in the middle is 563. Those are two measures of center. Mode, in this case, I believe there is one mode. In other words, it's unimodal. I believe I could be wrong. I think the only one that occurs 3 times is 563. So I believe, unless I just looked at that incorrectly, the mode is also 563. So the mean, median, and mode, 563. The mean is just slightly higher than that. So the number 2 says, how would the histogram change if you added head circumferences of 551? That would be in this interval. And 569, that would be also in this interval. So what would happen is this interval would go up by 2, 15, so about right here. And as far as changing the data, let's see where those are in relation to the mean. 551 is above, 569 is above. So the mean will move up slightly. So as far as how things will change, that's how that will affect things. It won't drastically affect the shape of our data, except our data becomes a little more centrally located, so it affects the spread ever so slightly. Number 3, how many more people need either an extra small or small? Extra small or small are these two intervals. So there's 10 that need this. And the extra large and extra, extra large are the top two, 4, 5, 6. So from 6 to 10, there are 4 more people. How many more people need this? 4 more people. Isn't that nice and neat to be able to see that? 4 more people would need that. Okay, I think we've answered all of our questions. I hope you're giving this a try, making these histograms using technology, because this is how you need to be able to do this in the future. Doing them by hand is really not feasible, and it makes analyzing the data much more tedious. So I hope you're enjoying this, and I'm hopeful I can share some more resources with you soon. Have a great day.